Hey, it's Austin. I made this video to show you how I was able to fix something that I just could not get a replacement part for. This was my gear selector for my car. The car ran perfectly fine and shifted perfectly fine with this selector, but I wanted to go ahead and fix it, so I did the best I could do to fix this because I just could not find the replacement part. Apparently the year is different from 2009 to 11. They changed the part, so I'm looking for a 2007 one and I can't find it, so this is what I had to do to fix it. Here's something that I fixed recently because I just could not find the replacement part. There is some replacement part similar, which is this piece right here, but I couldn't find my year model, so I just kind of gave up looking for this part. So I have a 2007 335xi and the shifter broke right here in the middle. What happened was this pin right here it got so much corrosion from the weather because it was a northern vehicle, and it just seized up. So when it seized up on here, it split right here, just cracked right through the middle. And when I took this off the transmission, I pulled this one out first, and I noticed this whole thing was completely loose, which didn't really make that much sense. And so anyway, when I finally got the transmission out, I noticed that this was still attached to the vehicle and with this chunk of it. So what I did to fix that was, this piece had broke. I drilled that, tapped it for a bolt, put a bunch of JV weld in here, then put the bolt in so I wouldn't have any issues with that moving. And that's what I did to fix this piece. To fix this, which I kind of still would like to do a little bit more work or get a replacement for it, I just super glued the ends together and then packed it. Well, I blasted it so it'd have a good surface to bond to, and then I packed it full of JV weld across here. And then what I'd like to do is put a plate here and drill and tap this and have two bolts that run through here that will connect to the other side. It'd actually be even better if you could have a plate here, and two nuts and bolts, so you'd have a double shear. But I don't think that there's enough room for that because the gear selector thing is like right here, and I'm afraid that it's going to hit my bolts and it's not going to shift right. I think that it'll work well enough the way it is now, but I'd hate to have this break in the middle of nowhere. However, when it was on the vehicle, it was broken and I never noticed it. It seemed to work perfectly fine. So here's the transmission. It's the 5-speed or 6-speed. So this is the piece that sits in here. This is the gear selector that I was talking about, which kind of gets close to that. Now this may sit up higher, and so this is the one I fixed. This is the one that seized up. Drilled, put a bolt in there, or tapped it, then put a bolt in there. So that just snaps on there, and this snaps on there. And that was the best way I could think of how to fix this problem.